Hey guys, Huzzy here bringing you another video. Now today's extra video is going to be talking about the changes that are going to be happening to my channel, and I thought I'd make it pretty early on. You know, these changes may still be a month out, but I just thought I'd talk about it and get your feedback very early on, just in case people kind of have opinions and stuff, because again, this is a community. Like, the thing with YouTube is you're not launching a product that people buy. You're a kind of a service, and people could choose not to like that service or use that service, so it's very much a two-way street here. So I'm going to be just talking about what is likely going to happen, and then asking you guys to kind of pitch in and say you know, what you think could happen. So change. Firstly, why is change happening? So change is going to be happening for a big reason of my channel has been relatively the same, for the past, I'd say, 2 odd years. Like, we've done, you know, the Unranked to Diamond series, all the artwork and everything's the same, the layouts are all the same, and I think we kind of hit a point that I'm kind of, or at least my audience and everything like that, has kind of got used to things too much, especially me. You know, I know what I'm doing when it comes to doing a commentary. It's the same format every single day, and although that is nice, and I know what I'm doing every single day, sometimes that's not good for growth. And that's where the main thing is here, is I want my channel to start growing again. And I think, you know, last year we did quite well. You know, last year we basically doubled the channel size. And I do want to do, like, I don't think we're going to double the channel size this year, but I want to grow a lot more than we are currently. And all I'll say is I've been doing a lot, and I mean a lot, of research recently on other YouTube channels of similar things to mine, or different ones to mine, that ones that used to be similar and they changed. I've even spoken to a few friends of mine, and yeah, all of that put together is basically in my head, basically making me know what I'm supposed to be doing with my channel moving forward. So we'll be talking about it all today. This video might be messy. It might be all over the place. Hopefully you'll get some, like, okay, that's what Huzz is planning. So the first thing, just to kind of say right out the back, because I know some people have been worried about this, is what about full game commentaries? You know, are you going to keep doing them? That's what I like you for. Or are you going to move to the more highlight style that seems to be more popular? Well, initially, with the change coming, I'm going to still do full game commentaries. I think that is my strength. I don't want to kind of say I'm the best full game commentator, because I'm probably not, but that is definitely my strength as a YouTuber. It's difficult, and whenever I've seen, you know, other YouTubers try to get into full game commentaries that they may not do one, they usually don't do very well, because it's hard to do. It's actually surprisingly hard. And what I'd say to you guys, if you're a little bit like, yeah, it looks easy, just do it one game yourself. You don't have to release a video, but just try to commentate and then watch it back and see how good you do. It's not easy to play well, especially when you get to the higher ranks and do a full commentary that makes sense. But we're still going to keep with full game commentaries. What is going to be changing, though, with the full game commentary is every single episode, I'm going to attempt to have a certain goal attached to the episode. Because recently, in my series, it's very hard to sometimes title my episodes of Unranked to Diamond or Climb to Master. Sometimes I finish it and I'm like ready to edit the video and make the thumbnail, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm calling this at all. Like, I'll be honest with you guys, if you ever see a versus episode, you know, Darius versus Fiora, Karthus versus LeBlanc, that's me not knowing what I'm going to call the episode. I have no idea what the name is, so I'm like, I'm just going to call it whatever I played, like the matchup. So that's not good, by the way, for the YouTube algorithm. YouTube algorithm does not like that at all. The YouTube algorithm likes stuff that's kind of more catchy and, you know, punchy. So that's where it comes in line with having a goal in every single episode. So, for example, if I want to play Lee Sin, but if I want to play Lee Sin in a slightly different way than is normal, then I can build, you know, say I go, okay, I'm going to do a Triforce Lee Sin episode today. Boom, video title, Triforce Lee Sin. That, again, really punchy, eye-catching, and you can already imagine the thumbnail, and again, those are being changed. Big Lee Sin, big letters, Triforce Lee Sin with the Triforce icon. That is way more eye-catching than my current thumbnails, and that is also a big part of I think growth is, you know, I was speaking, and some people try to compare our channels. I guess there is some comparison you can make, but Solo and Ecton only, I was talking to him actually on Twitter about 6 months ago. I was actually helping him out with a few things. He actually quit YouTube in terms of League of Legends for a while. He came back, and I haven't looked at that guy's channel. You know, I don't really watch other educational League YouTubers, but I looked at his channel with all the research that I'm doing recently. He did amazing. His channel's doing amazing work, and I just sent him a DM and I was like, hey, what did you do? Like, well done for starters, but what did you do? And we had a good conversation. He was throwing me, you know, some resources, saying, watch these and read these. They really helped. And yeah, it's helped me quite a lot. And he was just he was drilling to me the point of thumbnails and titles is what has made his channel grow a crazy amount. He's like, the content is relatively the same that he's been doing for years, but the actual thumbnails and titles has changed everything. And when you look at my thumbnails and titles, yes, you could call them, I don't know, professional, but the problem with them is they're kind of boring, is kind of the word I want to use, especially the Unranked to Diamond thumbnail, is that very easy to kind of just miss. I think, you know, they're not very bold, they're kind of understated, and that was a design choice that we kind of made. I didn't want it to be crazy, and the new ones aren't going to be crazy, but they're going to be just more bold and a little bit more just kind of like there. Like when you're scrolling through your subscriber list, you won't miss it. Or if you're googling or YouTubing searching Lee Sin, you'll notice the thumbnail a lot more, and that's the idea. And that's what Solo Renekton Only was kind of telling me. It was like, that makes a huge difference, if not the biggest difference. So that's something that I'll be working on, and I am grateful for him telling me that. But then, yeah, every episode's going to have a general goal to it, whether that be a playstyle. So if you want to play Anivia, and I'm like, right, today's goal is to play one-shot Anivia. I'm going to build items that I'm just going to go for one-shots, and boom, video title, one-shot Anivia. Even go Lichbane Anivia. Like, everything's going to kind of have a goal attached to it, and that it drives a lot more traffic than what I'm currently doing. Because, yeah, my titles, just looking at them right now, they're not the most eye-catching and all that type of thing, and yeah, I'm actually looking forward to that change coming. Moving on though, like I mentioned, thumbnails are going to be changing, artwork is going to be changing. So you see this blue around me, like I've had this for a few years. I've had my in-game overlay, the same one for years. I've had the out-of-game overlay, relatively the same for the past few years. Yeah, that's going to be also changing. I've got an artist literally working on it right now. She will be giving me the concept, I think, later today. Well, I'll sign off on it. And yeah, we're going to be getting all new stuff done. Just to kind of brighten up the channel, make it feel alive again. Kind of be like, whenever the Unranked to Diamond series is finished, which is probably going to be a couple of weeks or whatever, depending how quickly the artwork is done, then it'll be kind of like, the way I want to kind of launch it is, if you guys play Heroes of the Storm, if you've heard of Heroes of the Storm, they recently released Heroes of the Storm 2.0. The way that in my head I'm kind of thinking this is HuzzyGames 2.0. This is going to be fresh, you know, still full game commentaries, but have like an actual goal, because then in the commentary itself I can be like, right, today's goal is this, and then the whole commentary can be, you know, sometimes if I'm going off a tangent about toxic players that people don't like, I don't have to do that anymore, because then I can just go and talk about the goal that I'm having. Why am I playing this way? Why is the playstyle working? Why with this champion? What other champions can do the same thing? And I think that's a lot healthier. So I'm really looking forward to that. Other things, ooh, what else is happening? So the other series that are going on the channel. So what actual content is going to be with this? So this is only going to happen when Unranked to Diamond is finished. Again, we're on a time frame here. The artist that I'm working with is actually quite busy. So she says it could be 2-3 weeks until the art is done. So maybe from a month now, boom, maybe at the beginning, literally today is the 1st of May. So maybe the 1st of June, we launch HuzzyGames 2.0. But what does that mean? So we're going to be focusing, the content itself is the vast majority of it is going to be on my main account, climbing back to Master. So doing that, that's what we're going to be doing. But the actual video titles and everything like that is not going to be called Climb to Master. I'm not going to even do episodic episodes. So it's not going to be episode 1, episode 2, episode 3. That's going away. Every single video will be unique in its titling and everything like that. But it'll be working towards a progression. Now, the beginning of what I'm doing, I think I'm still going to be including the champion select, because I think people do enjoy that. But we'll see down the line. You know, I might do polls every now and then, you know, get people to vote on if they like them or not. Again, you can leave your feedback down below on this one. And just get a good sense of what people want. Do they want the champion select, or do they just want to get straight into the action? Because again, literally this month, I'm not entirely sure when it's happening, but I'm going to have to really let people know. Otherwise, there's going to be rage in the comments. Annotations are going away. You know, the little thing you click on, if you click skip champion select, that's an annotation. I will not be able to do that anymore. I'm going to have to put a time in the bottom right of the corner, and you'll have to skip it yourself, because they are getting rid of annotations, which I don't know why. That kind of sucks for me, but Yeah, they're getting rid of them. So that's something that is obviously going to be happening, is, you know, main content, but it's not non-episodic. It's going to be progression, though. So you're still going to see the rank of the account, how many games played, and all that stuff. But that isn't going to be the primary focus of the series. It's not going to be, you know, welcome to Climb to Master, the series I take my main account and get to Master. That's not the primary focus. The primary focus is going to be whatever playstyle we're playing, and then the background focus is going to be the rating of the account and how we're climbing. So there's that. And then other series that I do, so like, you know, when Unranked to Diamond is done, boom, it's done. What about A to Z? What about Flex with Friends? So the idea of I have in my head right now is, if it all goes well, then it should mean that I only have to do 1 video a day. And I know some people are like, oh, I really want you to do 2. Again, with all the research that I've been doing with how channels are blowing up, 2 videos a day are not the way to go with it. You are overloading the algorithm in a negative light, especially if you're uploading different things. So if you're uploading, let's say, an Unranked to Diamond episode and an A to Z episode, it doesn't go well with the algorithm. You need to upload matching stuff. And that's another thing Solar Renekton told me, was like, if you look at his content, a lot of it is kind of the same but different. So if he does a episode that he's going full damage on something, he'll go full damage on another thing in the next day. The algorithm loves that. So that's something that I'll be also looking to do, is 1 video a day. That does mean that the extra channel could be something that I look to do more stuff on. So you have not subscribed to that, go subscribe to it. But that doesn't mean that, you know, for the vast majority of days we will do Master stuff, like my main account going to Master. But that means with the way that I'm making this channel, if I want to do A to Z instead on that day, but play A to Z in a certain play style, then I can just upload that as the video for the day, because it's going to be relatively the same content. But yeah, I think this is a lot healthier for me personally. The only thing that in my mind sometimes is a bit like, you know, when I'm thinking about moving forward and, you know, what's going to happen is, honestly, like, I know right now as a YouTuber what I do every single day. You know, I wake up, do my thing, and then I'm like, right, time to record an Unranked to Diamond, pick a champion, just play. That's obviously, it's going to change like that a little bit. Boom. One, it's not going to be a progression series as such. It's going to be a playstyle series. And then I have to actually come up with exciting ideas. And obviously I always can get feedback from you guys, but they have to be viable. They have to work. They have to make sense. And I think it also works a lot better when I perform better. If I'm trying to do a weird item build or weird playstyle and it doesn't go very well, then that won't probably go very well either. But I will say, other people may be scared going, oh, if you do all these weird plays, I'm not somebody that plays weird. No, these are very minute. So like, that's the point, is I could do a standard item build on any champion, but I will have a goal in mind for what I do. So it could be like I play a certain champion and my goal for that game is I want to hunt the AD carry. I'm playing Rengar and I'm like, right, that Lucian on the enemy team, that is my goal for this game. Boom, video title, Rengar hunts Lucian, or something like that. Like, it's a lot easier to come up with titles and thumbnails. It's like when I have a goal in my mind, and every single episode will have a goal. And I think that's a lot healthier. So that's pretty much it for the update as such. Twitch, though, I will be streaming or attempting to stream more throughout the summer. I do enjoy streaming a lot. We are building a decent stream and, you know, subscriber community over there as well. And I do want to kind of try grow those numbers, which is awesome. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm really looking forward to this. So again, expect in the next few weeks to a month, you know, everything artwork's going to be changing. You know, the banner that you see on the HuzzyGames channel, the thumbnails. Again, I will, trust me, I don't want to catch people off guard. So when it's a few days from this happening, I'd be like, right, this is actually what the thumbnail is going to look like. Because if some people miss the thumbnail, obviously then they won't watch the episode or video. But I'm looking forward to it. You know, the way that I feel right now is relatively the same feeling that I had when I figured out I was going to do Unranked to Diamond. You know, before I did Unranked to Diamond, people were like, what did you do? I just did commentaries, like basic commentaries with no actual goal or progression. I just was like, right, today we're playing Nidalee. This is how you played Nidalee, blah, 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 blah. The next day, this is how you played Zac. And then I figured out I could do Unranked to Diamond. And back then, it was stupidly popular. And it went very well. And that's the problem. Again, YouTube and the community of League, things move. And that's one thing I think I had my own problem, is I didn't move with it. And some people probably enjoy that. But again, the content isn't going to be changing that much. Like, really, if you like my full game commentaries, that's not going to change. There's still going to be full game commentaries teaching you the basics of mechanics, teaching you mindset, teaching you how to climb. But then there'll also be added a goal attached to it, which just helps me as a YouTuber. And I will say, if you enjoy what I do, if you enjoy what any YouTuber does, people have asked me recently, is there anything that we can do specifically to help? You know, with all the drama that YouTube has been having recently, people are going, firstly, are you okay? Secondly, is there anything we can do to help? Firstly, yeah, I'm okay for now. You know, it has been a relatively, like, boom month for, like, less income. But again, I live at home, so I do have a net right now that I'm okay. But obviously, in a few months, I will be looking to move out. And, you know, those boom down months that, you know, sometimes do happen, that's a bit scary. Especially if I do decide to move out. And what I'd say is, if you do enjoy a YouTuber, the biggest help you can do, and I mean the biggest, is you simply watch the content, you throw a like on the videos, and you leave a comment. Like, those are it's the basic thing you can do, and every single YouTuber that you watch will be very grateful if you just do those things. Other people, I've replied to people with messages saying those things, like, yeah, but what about more stuff? Like, I do that anyway. Removing ad block, people don't realize, like, I've had people realize, like, wait, you get affected by ad block? Yeah, that's actually how YouTubers make our money, is the adverts that go on the videos. I know they're frustrating. I will admit to you guys, I use ad block myself. I'm not gonna lie. But what I do is, there is an option within, if you're using the proper ad block, there is an option to whitelist specific YouTube channels, and that's what I do. If I'm like, okay, Jesse Cox, Boogie2988, I'm whitelisting your channels because I really like what you do. Obviously, I do whitelist more than that, but just saying some examples. And then other things, if you really want to go the extra mile, most YouTubers nowadays are attached to Twitch. Even if you don't watch Twitch, you could throw a Twitch subscription over there, just $5 a month. If you've got Twitch Prime and you're not using it, you can actually do that for free with your Twitch Prime, and the content creator still gets benefit from that. Other things, most YouTubers like myself have a Patreon that you can give money there, I guess. Or if we just ever release merchandise. Recently I did the t-shirt, that went very well, better than I expected, and I'm actually very tempted to release another t-shirt very quickly after this one, but because people have been asking me, they're newish to the channel, and they occasionally see me wearing a HuzzyGames t-shirt, as in just my lion logo, and they really want one. So I might release a new version of that. Like, it'll probably be the same thing that I've released in the past, but just, it's for people that haven't got them in the past. Maybe I'll do that as well. So that also helps. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So all the changes will be coming soon. Hopefully you guys will be fine with them. Any feedback that you have in relation to the channel and stuff like that, leave it down below. Again, I know a lot of people say, oh, sometimes you go maybe a bit negative in your commentary, and that's the point. That's what I'm actually looking forward to with having a goal attached to each episode that I do, is instead of talking about negative things, boom, suddenly I can talk about the goal that's happening, or the mission that I have in game. So that's kind of where I think that could help a lot. So yeah, that's gonna be it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you are looking forward to these changes, let me know. Throw a like on the video. Let me know any feedback that you have, and I'll see you guys next time. See you.